All hail the beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today, I wanted to do something a little different, so I wanted to do something interesting. Now, if you guys been around for this channel for a long period of time, you may have known about the old school. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about my 1979 Buick Regal with the 454 big block Chevy engine in it, 373 gears, and that 850 double pumper. That's what I'm talking about with them classic tags. Now here's the thing, for that car to get classic tags, I had to wait 30 years. That car's almost 40 years old, so I said, what if we did a video of fragrances that will be able to get the classic seal and stamp of approval? I thought about this long and hard. I said, man, if I had to think about fragrances that have been around for a while and they're going to be able to stand the test of time, there aren't many that can last 30 years. Now, there's some that have done it. Green Irish Tweed to be one. Cool Water is going to hit 30 years this year. But that's the same fragrance if you ask me. So let's hop into 7 fragrances I feel will be future classics. So what we're going to do is start from the earliest releases. These are ones that don't have much of a shelf life to reach that classic year mark. And then from the newest releases, some that will have launched this year that I am predicting 30 years from now, you can come back and tell me if I was right, if it's ready to go and get that classic stamp of approval. Let's hop into the list. So the first fragrance I believe will be a classic is none other than Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. Now this fragrance came out I believe in 1995. So that means it has to get to 2025 and still be popular and readily available in production for people to get. I think that we're not too far off from there, and this one definitely can be done. It's a loud, sweet, spicy fragrance. You have lavender, you have mint, you have vanilla, and this fragrance has created a ton of flankers. I believe it can reach the 2025 mark. So number 1 in my list of classics or future classics will be Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male. Number 2 on the list is a 1999 release and arguably one of the best selling, if not the best selling cologne of all time. It is none other than Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio. Now, you guys know all about this fragrance. This fragrance has been around forever. This fragrance has been around. It's a show-stopping classic fragrance with woody aromatic scent. And aside from aventus, this is probably the only cologne that all fragrance reviewers own. So number 2 is I believe will be a classic fragrance. It's released in 1996. That means in 2026 you get the official stamp of approval for a classic. Let me know what you guys think about that one. Number 3 on the list, YSL's L'Homme. This is a 2006 release, so that means we got into 2036 to see if this thing is going to happen. Now, in that short time frame that this fragrance has been around, you've had numerous flankers, which means that the cologne line is doing just fine. Since its release, it's been a staple in many fragrance collectors and non-fragrance collectors' collections, and readily available for sale at nearly every big box retailer. And most people understand when you talk about little homie, they know you mean YSL L'Homme. So simply put, due to this fragrance popularity, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I see more flankers coming down the line, and this one being around through 2036. Number 4 on the list is none other than Bleu de Chanel. This one has been a 2010 release, so you have until 2040 for this one becomes a classic. Now I think that this one is one of the most versatile fragrances of all time. Most people will tell you this will garner them compliments, and this is known by every fragrance reviewer and non-fragrance reviewer out there. This one is probably one of the most popular fragrances. And do I think it's going to stand the test of time? I definitely do. It's light, versatile, and it's not too loud in your face. It could be worn casually. It could also be worn for work. And it's a woody aromatic fragrance. I believe that this one is a compliment getter and staple in many people's collection. So will it last to 2040? Only time will tell, but I think it will. Number 5 on the list is another 2010 release. In my personal opinion, this is going to reach the all-time high staple. This is going to be around forever. This is one of my favorite fragrances, my wife's favorite fragrance, and probably your favorite fragrance. And if you haven't smelled it, it will be your favorite fragrance. Number 5 on the list is Creed's Aventus. Now, you guys know all about Creed Aventus. If you don't know about Creed Aventus, let me tell you, it is the undisputed heavyweight champ of fruity scents. You got pineapple, birchwood, you got ambergris, and you got compliments galore. Number 5 on the list, man, I think that's definitely going to stand the test of times. You got people that got backup bottles and backup bottles and backup bottles. I think that was going to stand the test of time. That was also have to make it to 2040. We're in 2017 now. I think it got some time. I think it got it. I think it can do it. Number 6 on the list is a recent release. This one came out in 2015, and I think many of you out there love this fragrance. I called it the safest scent of all time, one of the most versatile scents of all times, and you guys hated me for it, but it is what it is. Dior Sauvage, not Eau Sauvage. We talking about Dior Sauvage, man. This is a man's fragrance. It's a bona fide compliment getter. People love it. I just think it's safe. I just think it's generic and safe, which doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I think that means that it's going to be a future classic and be here for a very long time. This one came out in 2015, so that means we got to make it to 2045 to get that classic stamp of approval. I think it can make it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And then for the number 7 fragrance that I believe will be a future classic, I got to hop out there and take a leap of faith here. You know, I don't have much of a sample size. It was released in 2017. We're in 2017. And I just gotta go by the vibes that I get from this fragrance. This is none other than Tom Ford's private blend, Mandarino di Amalfi Acqua. Now, you guys know that this is a flanker of the standard Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi, but this is the Acqua version. I've smelled this fragrance as all Tom Fords. This is a unisex fragrance that can be worn by a man or a woman, and I think that this one will get a lot of compliments. I love this fragrance. This is a fresh, sweet, fruity fragrance. It has a floral and citrus accord. Great for summer and springtime, and if you live in Florida, it could be all year round. I think this one would definitely make it and stand that test of time. We have a long way to go, but if I had to make a bold prediction, 2017 release of Tom Ford Mandarino di Amalfi Acqua. You guys comment below, let me know what you think will be future classic fragrance. Now remember, it has to hit that 30-year mark, just like the cars. That's a long way to go. There's not too many fragrances that last that long. You comment and you let me know. It's your boy Big B. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that we back again. And if you're a classic man, hit the goddamn bell. Thank you.